Welcome back to The Vocalist. Today we are watching Black Sabbath perform the song Paranoid, and this particular clip is from 1970 when they were on the show Top of the Pops. Here we go. Okay, oh golly, this is a short one. I'm gonna go back to the beginning anyway. I love these moments when I've heard a song before, or at least I recognize it, but I had no idea who performed it, who sang it. This is one of those moments for me, and I would have never known that this song was titled Paranoid. Back to the beginning, we're gonna talk about some vocals, because yeah, there's some cool stuff happening. I love this opening. It just feels like such a cool rock opening. Like, I don't know, like some sort of anthem almost. Part of why I like this so much is sort of the contrast we're getting between the instruments and what he's doing vocally. As soon as the drums come in, like, we get this incredibly steady beat. I mean, we would expect that, but it just has this forward motion, this forward movement to it. And same when, you hear the bass come in, I don't know, there's just this great movement and pulse in the instruments. And when Ozzy starts singing, there's this laid back quality. He's not dragging by any means, but his phrasing is just very, I don't know, it's got this sophistication to it, this elegance to it, and he's almost, taking a little extra time where he needs it to, whether it's, get the tone that he wants or enunciate and articulate the words in a certain way. So the two combined, it's just really cool because it feels like the instruments keep the song moving, but he's helping to sort of, I don't know, stretch it out. Let me get back to the beginning of his vocals. The other thing I really love is we're not getting a lot of air in his vocal line. The word that stood out most to me was people. It'd be so easy to hear just so much air in that word. And because he's got this great stretch and this elegance in his vocal line, his pronunciation is adding to that. It's almost like a muffled, leaning more towards like a B sound instead of a P sound. Where this is, and I think this has always been the cool thing about Ozzy's voice, is like when you hear this, it sounds high, but it's kind of more mid-range for him. So it just sounds that much more thrilling and exciting. I also love that angle. I won't go back again, but you can just see sort of the space he creates, whether it's, you know, the neck looks a little fuller, definitely the mouth is open and just in this nice neutral position, but he's got such brightness and bite in his tone that the two combined just create this beautiful, well-balanced sound. That was an area where you can kind of hear that stretch a little bit more before he says the word but. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize how much I enjoyed that contrast, even just watching the bass and just how crisp the instrumental articulation is. And then when he comes in again with that really smooth vocal line, it's so cool. I didn't talk about his mix very much when he had that one ascending line early on, but I just love the consistency in sound. His voice doesn't really thin out very much. It's still so full and it just sounds so well connected to everything that's come before and everything that sits a little lower. These attacks, like on every opening line, I think are just so, I don't know, they're just so precise, and yet so full. And I love, I don't know, the intensity with which he starts the line. I don't know, it just matches everything so well. I am not articulating my own thoughts very well today, so here we go. I'm not gonna replay the like back and forth between the instruments. I feel like I was, I don't know, going cross-eyed a little bit when I kept having to switch from one to the next. Oh, I missed it. Ugh. Can we just listen to his vocal line again? Like, it's such a great vocal line. I can't emphasize that enough. It's so difficult in this genre with this kind of intensity to find opportunity for breadth in your vocal line. Breadth as in wideness. I think I need to find a different word to communicate that. But when he starts, I mean, that full sound is gorgeous, but the connection that we get in that line is so challenging to do when you have the influence of the instruments with this precise pulsing underneath you. And it just sounds so luxurious the way he's delivering these lines.
Happiness I cannot feel, and love to me is so unreal. And so as you hear these words telling you now of my state, I tell you to end your life. I wish I could, but it's too late.
I think his breath utilization is also oh my gosh, this was a really short one. Let me play that back. His breath utilization is so great because I feel like he uses the full amount of air that he takes in so that he's getting these incredible breaths before every phrase, which really sets him up in this nice buoyant place to deliver those really full, luscious lines. Even, oh golly, that little slide he had in there.
And so as you hear these words telling you now of my state, I tell you to end your life. I wish I could, but it's too late.
Such great connection. That was an abrasive end. This is such a great song on many levels, but I think my favorite element is the melodic repetition we get. Like I mentioned at the beginning, I recognized the song, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know who sang it. But because that melody is repeated so frequently, it just makes it that much easier for people to recognize. Melodically, in terms of the vocal line, it's a very, very small range, which also makes that more approachable for really any singer. Obviously, if you have a similar range to Ozzy, then you can sing in that original key. But if you're in a band or you're transposing it, it still makes it attainable for a lot of singers because you don't have to span a huge range in order to sing this song. And yet, because of that repetition, because of the simplicity, perceived simplicity of the song, it makes it that much easier, for me at least, to appreciate what he did vocally. There's just the control, the space that he incorporates in his sound while he's singing is so lovely to see, and a lot of that is supported with his air pressure and those lines I think are just so gorgeous. It's almost kind of like a little bit of rubato because he slows it. I don't even know. I wouldn't say he slows it down. I think he just takes up more space where you wouldn't expect, but he always cuts off at the right time at the end of that melodic line. And so it's just, I don't know. I know I have a lot of education ahead of me when it comes to rock and metal, but there's so much intensity in those genres, and with good reason, a lot of singers really try to stay in time, exactly on the beat. So it's kind of cool when you can hear someone do something just a little bit different while the instruments are still maintaining that intensity. That that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching with me and for this recommendation, and hopefully I will see you next time.